Hello, I'm Bill Oliver, and for years I've tithed 10% of my increase to God from a church, but it was not until I learned to lay down my life for the Lord Jesus Christ, His church and other people, that God showed me how to multiply every dollar. Here are 7 examples over the last 2 years. There are 2 ways that God and I have worked together to multiply every dollar. The first has been to get income that is supernaturally above what is accepted, and the second is buying things at a supernaturally deep discount. Let me show you how. First, to give you a bit of background, I write advertisements, sales letters, emails and copy for web pages. Here are 4 consecutive contracts I have won. I'm always the highest bidder, but watch the last or right-hand column, which calculates how much more my bid is to the next. I bid $9.97, the nearest bid is $400. I'm 2.5 times that bid. I bid $14.97, nearest bid is $600. Again, 2.5 times. I bid $5.07, nearest bid $150. My bid was 3.3 times more than that bid. I bid $7.24, nearest bid was $240. My bid was 3 times. In summary, $3,725 in contracts that I've won. Nearest bidder total is $1,340, or 270% more. As you can see, my average over the lot of it was over 2.5 times out of the nearest bid, and I still won the contract. Pardon the pun. But I must conclude that God is truly a winner. Second, let's have a look at 3 major purchases I made over the last 2 years. 1, my wife and I were looking for either a house or land to build on. We put in a few low offers, but none were accepted. I remember one particular house. We both absolutely loved it. God gave me a figure. I consulted Dr. Jonathan David, who is both our spiritual oversight and a housing developer. And he said, if you can get it for that price, it would be a steal. I offered the figure, but again, no deal. His final offer was $39,000 above our bid. We moved on and put a deposit on a piece of land through our solicitor and signed the contract. Now what happened next stunned us. While waiting for the seller to sign, we got an unexpected SMS. The house owner dropped the house price by 39,000 ringgits. We took it as the devil's temptation to compromise our integrity and renege on our sales and purchase agreement. We SMS'd the house owner and says, sorry, we've already bought land. Then it gets really interesting. The solicitor for the landowner inserted a new condition of contract. Now, under contract law, I was free to counter the offer, which they would expect me to do, or turn it down altogether. And that's what we did. We accepted the house offer immediately. But that's not the end. Anyone who has purchased a house in Malaysia knows how long it can take to settle, right? Not only did we get a 39,000 drop in the absolute bottom final price, but we got the key to possession in 3 weeks. Now that is a miracle. 2, as a young man, I always wanted a Fiat X19, a Bertone designed, Italian, mid-engined, 2-seater sports car, with an open top, of course. In 2008, I found one advertised on muda.com.my. After 30 years, it had only 43,000 kilometres on it, and the original engine purred like a kitten. The paint job was excellent, and nearly everything about it was almost as new. After buying it, Belinda and I overheard 3 car professionals talking. One commented that it was worth at least a particular figure. I had got my dream car for 60% of what a professional said it was worth. 3, for decades I've always wanted to have a full-size home theatre with large screen, projector and 5.1 sound. Step 1 was when I commented to someone that I admired their old unused CRT projector Now that's the old style with 3 beams and it weighs 30 kilos. Much to my delight though, he gave me the whole thing free along with, wait for it, a 12-foot wide by 9-foot high silver screen. Now that projector has since died and I need a new one, but the screen is still alive. Now step 2, I bought a new projector at 25% discount. It's still a current model and is available in WetX in Noir, advertised at the full price. That last piece was the 5.2 and DTS sound system. In January 2009, it was advertised in the Sony catalogue for 1,000 ringgit. I got it for about 750 ringgit. That's another 25% discount. Overall, God brought to me my dream full-size 5.1 home theatre at 50% of its value. So you see, my friends, this shows that we can work with God and we can multiply every dollar.